Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to TMMS educational videos. In this channel, you will learn physics, chemistry and maths concepts of senior school. I have been teaching since 1981 and you can learn all the tricks and tips I have collected in all these years. Also, 80% of my students secure 90% plus marks and have a history of toppers of number of schools in the ICSE board exam. If you are new to my channel, click on that subscribe button and comment on what you think of it. I'd love to hear from you. Laws of logarithm. Now in this particular unit, we are going to look at all the laws that you have already learned. We have product law, quotient law and the power law. Product law reads like this: log m into n to the base a is equal to log m to the base a plus log n to the base a. Let us understand this. If I have log of 2 multiplied by 3 to the base 5, that will be log 2 to the base 5 plus log 3 to the base 5. So this is your A, this is your B. So log AB will be equal to log A plus log B. And then the bases will have to be the same. Let's take another example. If we have log 5 multiplied by 2 to the base 10. Now 2 to the base 10 means it becomes common logarithm. So it will be log 5 to the base 10 plus log 2 to the base 10. Now this can be actually compared with your laws of indices or exponents, because when you are multiplying the numbers, like for example 2 to the power 5 multiplied by 2 to the power 2, then we write it as 2 to the power 5 plus 2, correct, which is equal to 2 to the power 7. So understand that we have these indices which get added up. So same way, when we have log of the numbers which are multiplied, the individual logs will get added up. The second one is quotient law. In quotient law, we are going to divide the numbers. So we have log m upon n to the base a will be equal to log of m to the base a, and now because we are dividing, we will subtract the log. So log of n to the base a will be subtracted. So let us see log of 2 upon 3 to the base 10. We are dividing the numbers, and so the log of this particular number 2 upon 3, where there is numerator and denominator, it will be individual logs subtracted like so. Let's take another example. Log 10 upon 17 to the base 20. Use the same rule. It will be log 10 minus log 17. So it will be log 10 to the base 20 minus log 17 to the base 20. Let us now take the power law. Log m to the power n, or log m raised to n to the base a, will be n times log m, and the base will be the same, that is a. Let us see with an example. So if we have log 20 raised to 4, that will be equal to 4 times log 20. Now I have not written any base here. When I don't write the base here, that means it is common logarithm with the base of 10. Anytime the base is 10, remember it becomes common logarithm and we don't really have to write this base. Let's take another example. Log 5 to the power 1 upon 3, and let us take the base as 7. Okay, so that will be now this power becomes 1/3 log 5. It becomes the coefficient here and the base will remain the same. So now that we have seen the three basic laws, product law, quotient law, and the power law, we look at some more results. Look at the first result that we have. Log of nth root of m to the base a will be equal to 1 upon n log m to the base a. Now this nth root actually becomes like so. Nth root is written as the index 1 upon n. So if it is square root, the index becomes 1 upon 2. If it is cube root, the index becomes 1 upon 3. If it is nth root, it becomes the index 1 upon n. And this index is now going to come as a coefficient of this log. So it becomes 1 upon n times log of m to the base a. Look at another result. Log a to the base b will be 1 upon log of b to the base a. So you see this number and the base are interchanged. This was log a to the base b, but now here it is log b to the base a, but now it becomes a reciprocal. It becomes 1 upon log b to the base a. And so if you cross multiply, you will have log a to the base b into log b to the base a, and that will be equal to 1. Let us see with an example. Let us look at this number, log 2 to the base 3. Now here, your a and b will be interchanged, and then it will be 1 upon log 3 to the base 2. And if you cross multiply, you will have log 2 to the base 3 multiplied by log 3 to the base 2, and that is equal to 1. Then we have another result over here. If we have log of a to the base b, and if you want to split them as log a and log b, then log a to the base b becomes log a to the base x upon log b to the base x. And this is true only if your a, b, and even the x are positive. Let's look at an example for this. Let us take log 5 to the base 3. Okay, now I want to write it in terms of log of 5 and log of 3. Now this will be log 5 to the base 10 upon log 3 to the base 10, or it would be log 5 to the base 2 upon log 3 to the base 2. Remember, the bases have to be the same. Then you can write log a to the base b as log a upon log b. Log 5 to the base 3 becomes log 5 upon log 3. But the bases have to be the same. Let us take another example by taking another base, log 5 upon log 3. But I can write over here log of 5 to the base 20 and here log 3 to the base 20. Are you getting it? Your bases over here, they have to be the same. Then this result also is true. Now let us look at some more tips. The logarithm with base 10, as I told you, is called as the common logarithm. So these are the common logarithms here. Why? Because 10 to the power 2 or 10 raised to 2 is equal to 100. We know that 10 square is 100, right? So 2 will be equal to log of the power to the base 10. So log of 100 to the base 10. So anytime we are talking about only 2, 2 becomes log of 100. And if we don't mention this 10, remember it is common logarithm. So that is the first step. If they tell you log 100, remember if they don't write the base, it means it is common logarithm. And log 100 will be equal to 2. 10 to the power 3 is 1000. So 3 is the index. So 3 becomes equal to log of 1000 to the base 10. And so if you are told just log 1000, which means it's a common logarithm. So that is the tip number 2. So you have this no base written, means it is common logarithm. And so log 1000 is equal to 3. So anytime you have a value over there given as 3. For 3, you can substitute log 1000. Now let us look at the negative index. 10 to the power minus 3 is equal to 1 upon 1000. And so minus 3 will be equal to log of 1 upon 1000 to the base 10. And so we can also say that log of 0.001, and that will be equal to minus 3. So when you have a pure decimal like this with 3 decimal places, and we have a 1 over here, 3 decimal places, and between the decimal and 1 there are 2 zeros, that gives us 3 decimal places. And so whenever we have a log of this type of number, it will be minus 3. Now let us look at this. This is going to be log of minus 2, which is 1 upon 100. Why it is 1 upon 100? Because 10 to the power minus 2 means 1 upon 10 square. Remember the law of indices? So we apply the same thing. So 1 upon 100, which is 0.01. How many decimal places? 2. Isn't it a pure decimal? And so it becomes minus 2 equal to log of 0.01 to the base 10. So if you have log of 0.01, that will be equal to minus 2. Reason, when they don't write the base, it means it's a common logarithm. Now let us look at some of the examples here. Look at our examples. Are we ready for this? Okay. Question 1, express as a single logarithm. So we have 3 log 2 minus 1/3 log 8 plus 2 log 3. Now what is the trick over here? Apply the laws of indices. Now can you see this is 3 log 2. Now 3 log 2 becomes log 2 raised to 3 minus log 8 raised to 1 upon 3 plus log 3 raised to 2. Which law have we used? We have used the power law. Remember the power law? You can go back and see the power law. And now let us see what we can do. We have, this becomes log 8 because 2 to the power 3 becomes 8 minus log this 8 to the power 1/3. Because we have 1/3 as the fractional index, we will write this 8 as 2 to the power 3. And 2 to the power 3 is raised to the power 1 upon 3. And so by power law, we will do this. So 1/3 is the power that will get multiplied with the power of this 2 because 8 is third power of 2. So 2 to the power 3 multiplied by 1 upon 3. Then we write plus here 3 to the power 2, and this is the log of 3 to the power 2. Now here this 3 and this 3 gets cancelled and we have log of, can you see when the logs are subtracted, the numbers are divided? So we will put a bracket. We will put a numerator denominator line. So this is another tip that I want to tell you. Anytime you have something like this, you should write it as log of a big number, and whatever is having plus sign, those numbers will get multiplied. So you will see 8 will be in the numerator, but this is plus sign log 2 to the power 3. So this will get multiplied. So it will be log 3 square. We will write like this. And because this is minus sign here, it will be log of 2 remaining, but that will be dividing. That 2 over here will be dividing. So what do we get here? Ultimately, we will have 2 will divide here like so, and we will have log of 4 multiplied by 3 square means 9, and so we will have log of 36, and that is our answer. Now let us come to the second one. This also we have to express as a common logarithm. So now let us see how we write this. As we saw earlier, if it is only 2 and if there are no bases written, these are all common logarithms. And so if we see 2, what will we write it as? We will write it as log of 100 plus log of 4 minus, now this is 2 log 5, what will it become? It will become log of 5 raised to 2. Okay, now can you see this has become very simple? Now we are going to apply the laws of logarithm. If the logs are added, the numbers will be multiplied, and if the log is subtracted, it will be dividing. Now I'm going to give you little time. You write this down, solve it, and quickly check if you get the same answer. I'm giving you time. Now check your steps. Did you get it right? 100 and 4, they will get multiplied because the logs are added, correct? You understood the trick here? And this is minus sign means this number is going to go in the denominator as 5 into 5. Now look at this, 5 ones and 5 20s and 5 ones and 5 4s. So you have log of 4 into 4, which is log of 16, and so we have expressed it as a single logarithm. Did you get it right? Come on, give yourself a star and write it in the comment box whether you got a star or no. Let us come to the second type of question. Express in the form free from logarithm. Now, can you see this first question here? Can you see this too? Now, all of these are written without any base, which means these are all having base how much? 10, correct? So, we have to convert everything into common logarithms. So, 2 becomes log of 100. So, we write just that. So you saw that we wrote this as it is, and here we have used the power law, and we said 2 log 2 becomes log of 2 square, and this 2 becomes log of 100 because all of them are common logarithms. Log 100 to the base 10 is equal to 2. Now let us see what we have done. This 3 also goes as an exponent. So log 5 cube minus log 50 plus log 2 square plus log 100. Now the trick is now to have log written as a log of big number. What is the big number? Any log is added, the number will be multiplying, and any log that is subtracted, the number will be dividing. So what will be in the numerator? 5 cube. Then this is plus log, so you will multiply this number 2 square, and this also plus log, so you'll multiply by 100, and this is minus log, so this 50 is going to divide. Now let us see our cancellations. Can you see what has happened now? That has become log of 5 cube, which is 125, multiplied by 2 square into 2, which means it will be 8, which is equal to log of 1000. Now isn't the base 10 here? So log 1000 to the base 10 will be equal to 3, as we saw earlier. And that becomes our answer, which is free from logarithm. Now we come to the second question, 3 log 2 plus half log 625 minus 1/3 log 8. Now this particular question I want you to do on your own. Write it down, put the video on pause and quickly get the answer. Let's see if you've understood this. Okay, did you get it right? Quickly check the steps. 3 log 2 becomes log 2 raised to 3. Half log 625 becomes log 625 is 25 square, and that will be multiplied by half. So the exponents will be multiplied minus log 8, and this 1/3 will go as the index or the exponent. Now equal to below equal to. Now remember, the tip is to make sure that your equal to signs are one below the other and apply the laws of indices and apply the laws of logarithms like so. Now see, this 8 is again a power, so I've written as 2 raised to 3, and this will get multiplied using the power law. And now we will write log 2 cube plus log 25 minus log 2 to the power 1. And now what was the trick? If the logs are added, the numbers will be multiplied. If the log is subtracted, the number is going to divide. So we write log, and remember the tip I told you that you must put a bracket of a big number like that. Keep the numerator denominator line ready. Write this 2 cube as 8 multiplied by 25. Why multiplied by 25? Because the logs are added, and divided by 2. Why to divide by 2? Because the log is subtracted. Now let us do the cancellation. 2 ones and 2 fours. So you have log of 25 fours 100, and this is a common logarithm, and log 100 is 2. Didn't we remember all those tricks earlier? Log 100 is 2, log 1000 is 3, log 10,000 will be 4, correct? So did you get this right? Give yourself a star, because that is what I would have given you if I were personally coaching you. So tell me if you got a star for that. Now let us go to the third one. So we write this as log 25, and this one goes as the power, the index or the exponent, plus log 4 as it is, minus this 1/4 becomes the index or the exponent here, and we write log 16 to the power 1/4, or we can just say that log 16 raised to 1/4. Now after this, you are going to use the knowledge or skill that you learned over here in the earlier question, and you are going to put this video on pause and you are going to write the steps on your own. I'm giving you time now. Pause the video and just solve it. Now check the steps. Did you get that right? Check this. Check this. Did you use the trick here properly? Did you get this right? Did you get log 10 as 1? Well done. Give yourself a star. Now let us look at another type of question. Question number 3 says solve for x. Now when we say solve for x, we have to get the value of x. Look at your first question. Log x squared minus 44 is equal to 2. Now if I have to solve for x, I don't want this log here. But how can I cancel out this log if there is no log here? So I'll have to convert this 2 into a log. Now, do you remember earlier we said log 100 was 2, log 10 was 1, and log 1000 was 3. So if I have 2, that becomes log of 100. So what is our trick over here? That if we have log of something is equal to 2, we convert this 2 into a log so that we will have log on both sides. So remember this trick. Always remember that if you have to find the value of x and they have given you log of some x, you must have log on both sides. Then what do? We remove the log. Now when we remove the log, we can't cancel log and log. We have to say that we take antilog. So what do we write? Taking antilog. So taking antilog, we will write only x squared minus 44 is equal to 100. Are we getting it? And so now we proceed as we would normally do. X squared minus 44 minus 100 equal to 0. So that will give us x squared minus 144 equal to 0. Then we factorize it as x minus 12 into x plus 12 equal to 0. And then we use the zero product rule. That is x minus 12 equal to 0 or x plus 12 equal to 0. And therefore we will have x equal to 12 or x equal to minus 12. And that is our answer. Are we getting it? Are we ready to go to the next one? Let us see. Log of x plus 8 plus log of x minus 8 is equal to 2 log 6. Now, what is the rule that we have to use? If the logs are added, the numbers will be multiplied. And so, what do we write for this? Log x plus 8 into x minus 8 is equal to log of 6 square. So here we have used the product law and here we have used the power law. Now log of something is equal to log of something. So how do we remove the log? What did I tell you? We have to write not log cancel, but we write taking antilog. And so we will have x plus 8 into x minus 8 is equal to 6 square, which means can we write 36? Okay. Now if you multiply this, what is this looking like? Isn't it looking like a plus b into a minus b? So remember, the trick is always to connect it with the different formulas that we have learned. So a plus b into a minus b gives you a square minus b square. So here it becomes x squared minus 64 is equal to 36. Now what will we do? Exactly the same thing what we did here. So x squared minus 64 minus 36 equal to 0. What did we do? 36 comes this side. It is plus here. So it becomes minus on the other side. So therefore we have x squared minus 100 equal to 0. That will give us the factors x plus 10 into, and then we use the zero product rule. So x plus 10 equal to 0 or, and that will give us x equal to minus 10 or x equal to 10. And that is our answer. Now let us look at the third question. Log of 64 upon log of 256, and that is equal to x. Now we don't have any rule which says log of something divided by log of something equal to something. So we do not have that law. And so what we are going to do is we are going to write this as log of 4 cube. I'm writing, and here I'm writing it as log of, this is 256. Now isn't 256 square of 16? Okay, so if I write it as log of 16 square, and in the next step, I will write this as log of 4 square, and the square of that means 4 to the power 4, and that will be equal to x. So did we understand? 256 is 16 square, but 16 is 4 square. So 256 becomes 4 square and the square of that. Okay. Now we are going to use the power law. So this will become 3 log 4, and here it will be 4 log 4, and that's equal to x. Now can you see this log x and log x is getting cancelled, and therefore you have 3 upon 4 equal to x, and that becomes our answer. Was that good? Are we enjoying this? Are we understanding it? Now let us come to the last question. Now this particular question I am going to ask you to solve on your own. I'm giving you time, and you are going to tell me whether you have been able to understand this question or no. And then using this, we are coming to this. Time starts now. Pause the video. Come on, get to the answer. Let's check the steps. Log 125 is log 5 cube. In the next step, we use the power law and we write it as 3 log 5 upon log 5 is equal to log x. Cancel this. 3 is equal to log x. How many of you got stuck over here? I hope no one, because what I told you, the trick is to make sure that both sides they will be log. And we learned that if this is common logarithm, can you see no base written here? So this is log of x to the base 10. It's a common logarithm. And common logarithm, if we have the value of 3, it becomes log of 1000. You remember that, right? So log 1000 will be replacing this 3, and that is equal to log x. Did you cancel log log? No, you should not cancel log log. What you should write? Taking anti-log, and what we'll write is this without the log. So it will be 1000 equal to x, and that is our answer. So if you got that right, give yourself a nice star. Now write in the comment box who got 1 star, who got 2 stars, who got 3 stars, and who got all 4 stars. I want to know whether you understood this or no. Was it enjoyable? Was it understandable? Now quickly subscribe and share and like the video, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching. For more information on the concepts of maths, physics, and chemistry, subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you will be updated whenever I upload a new video, and enjoy learning the easy way.